All right, what's up, YouTube? My name is Razzle, and this is the Retro Breakdown channel. Generally, I'm going to be doing faceless, like deep dives, faceless deep dive videos. Not really deep dives, more like shallow end dives. I got those videos on my channel about specific topics, but I also want to do some other fun reaction type personable stuff because I feel like as a Gen X Zennial, I feel like it changed. I'm a millennial. I was born in 1982. And I remember being a Gen Xer. Then at some point, I was a millennial, then an elder millennial. Now they're calling us Zennials. I keep getting shifted around. But a lot of my childhood identifies with the Gen X, especially because I grew up in the Midwest. And a lot of it is just a clutter, right? A lot of the things that Gen X lived and experienced carried over into the early mid 80s that I experienced. And I wanted to do some fun faceless things just to identify and, you know, give a face behind the voice of, you know, the informative educational videos on this channel. And I see a lot of fun nostalgia memes on the internet, and I thought it'd be fun to kind of comment on them and read some of the funny comments of other Gen X and millennials, because there's a lot of us out there. The millennials are kind of the biggest generation, and then when you lump in the Gen X, the elder millennials and Gen Xers, we're the biggest generation. And a lot of us shared the same experiences, so I thought it'd be fun to put together, just see what other people are thinking and see what other millennials and Gen Xers see what they have to say on the memes that I find funny as well. This one's really, really funny to me. This one it's a kid, it's a kid floating upside down, floating in the pool. Who remembers being 10 years old and pretending to drown at the pool to see if your parents really cared about you? Now, first off, I still do this, not for that latter part, but I like to see how long I can hold my breath. I'm up to like 3 minutes. And this is what we do. At my buddy Joel's house, we'll do this and we'll just kind of see how long we can go. Really funny because I did this growing up, and I had a pool growing up in Michigan, and I did this. And here are some of the comments. Here's Rogi64 says, my parents never went to the pool with me. If I came home, I got dinner. If I didn't, someone would wonder where I was eventually. This goes to show you about like the Gen X, the latchkey kids. Growing up is like, hey, you come home, go do your thing. And when you come home, you come home. You know, that's why they always had at 10 o'clock on the news, they're like, it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? We are face down in the swimming pool. That's where we're at. Nada Malad says, it's really awesome that kids all over the world are the same no matter what country they are from. Fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. It looks like all of us were at one pool. That's the funny thing about it. It's like the circle game where you put the circle under your waist. Where did that start? Because everybody I know of our age group, no matter where we grew up, we know that game. So it's like this. It's like, how does every kid have the same shared experience, you know? This guy, Collectaholic, says, who remembers dad picking you up by an arm and a leg and heaving you into a river as a swim lesson? It's like I posted a similar meme earlier recently, and it's very similar. Another one goes, I still do this when I go swimming with my kids to see if they try to save me. They never do. John Deere in 1942 just goes, yeah, they didn't care. Yeah. But Shane Carreri says, your parents went to the pool with you back then? What kind of sick family were you from? It's funny because it's like, hey, go to the pool. Go get out of the house, go to the pool. And that's kind of, you know, I'm sure there's a lifeguard. Hey, there's a lifeguard there? Cool. Kick rocks. Go have fun. Twisted Creation by Tracy. This is my favorite one here. This person goes, my grandmother was deathly afraid of water. My grandmother, who was my grandmother, who was deathly afraid of the water, would take me swimming in the lake. I asked her years later what if I was drowning, and and she just shrugged her shoulders and said, I guess you would have drowned. And she was serious. That's funny. Grandmothers, love grandmothers. I got 2 of them still alive, and I'm grateful for that. Here's another one this one was really cool. This one's more of like this is, well, you'll see it. Growing up in the 1980s, I really thought quicksand would be more of an issue. And it's got some pictures of people in quicksand. Now, 100%. Every show had something to do with quicksand. A lot of movies, when we were growing up, there was quicksand was a thing. And I'm not going to ruin some of these comments because some of them are going to say exactly what I have to say. Quicksand and Bad Back Bass says quicksand and rabies. Now, what happened to rabies? Remember rabies? Rabies was everything. Old Yeller, there's Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee's when he was brushing his teeth and he's like, mad dog, rah, rah, rah. He's like, rabies. Rabies and quicksand were the thing. And piranhas. Eric Rosenviquist, I'm not going to say that name. Yes, and piranhas too. Piranhas were a thing, quicksand was a thing, and rabies. In the 80s, they were the most scary things in the world. Hey, watch out for rabies. Don't get bit by a dog. Watch out for quicksand. Hey, if you go swimming in a random place, it's going to be like sharks, like Jaws, or rabies. This person just says, Jennifer C0225 goes, how is there a meme about quicksand and Gilligan isn't in it? Or Jarrett2113 says, this one's not even in this meme. Freaking Artax caused childhood trauma. Artax from Neverending Story. R.I.P. That horse caused so much trauma in that bog. That wasn't really quicksand, though. That was more of like a bog. That was more of like a swamp. But yes, Neverending Story really hit home that sludge, that ooze. Like, watch out for quicksand or mud. You're going to drown. And then Paulie DNB goes, and the Bermuda Triangle too. Now, yes, thank you, Paulie. In the 80s, every show had something about every show, and everybody was afraid of the Bermuda Triangle. They were afraid of quicksand. They were afraid of rabies. They were afraid of piranhas. The 80s just really had whoever was in charge of the propaganda for those 4 things. You deserve a raise, because our generation grew up thinking it was going to be at every public park. Oh, there's a sandbox. Watch out for quicksand. This one was a good one from 80s Girls. 80s Girls posted this one. It's a picture of a Tic Tac can, and it just says, did you used to pretend the white Tic Tacs were pills? Or did you have a normal childhood? That was normal. What are you talking about? That was a normal thing to do. That's a normal childhood is pretending Tic Tacs are white pills. Blue 94 Ego goes, please. I was popping pills and chewing my cigs, all while typing on my typewriter for my imaginary secretary job. Suburban chick goes, I used to use a paperclip as a retainer. Blue healer girl goes, I used to put them where my teeth were missing like I was little. That's what, like, chiclets. We would do that with chiclets. I would do those remember those chiclet gums? When I lost my teeth as a kid early on, I would put those and pretend they were like buck teeth, pretend I was like a rabbit or something. Mrs. Now goes, I pretended that a Squeeze-It. Remember Squeeze-Its? She goes, I pretended Squeeze-Its were a bottle of beer. Man, nothing like a cold Squeeze-It. Right? Candy cigarettes, apple. Or this person goes, I was smoking candy cigs, drinking apple juice out of champagne glasses, and popping Tic Tacs at 9 years old. You don't know what it's like. That comment just reminds me of like a grandfather saying, when I was your age, I used to have to, it snowed and we had to walk uphill both ways. That comment That makes me feel like that. It's like, when I was your age, I was smoking candy cigarettes, drinking apple juice out of a champagne glass, and popping Tic Tacs at 9 years old. Now you're on your tablet playing Minecraft. You don't know what it's like to have a hard. You don't know what it's like to have a hard childhood. And then this one. This is what I'm saying is like, did you used to pretend the white Tic Tacs were pills, or did you have a normal childhood? And then this person just goes, anyone who comments no is lying. It's so funny. Dude, that's so funny and true. Like, who didn't do this? If you didn't do this, I want to hear a comment. If you didn't do this, comment below. Oh, this one brought back memories. That electric carving knife your family pulled out once or twice a year back in the day. Now, I don't recall my family having this. I don't think my mom had this, but I'm Polish, grew up in the Midwest, and my dad had 4 siblings and my mom had 7, so 5 and 8. And whether or not my grandma, I want to say my mom's mom had this, or one of her 6 siblings. 5 siblings. One of my mom, 5 sisters. The boys didn't have it. Out of the, she had 8 total. 6 of them were girls. One of my aunts at my grandmother's house had this. I remember the pattern, everything about it just is seared and ingrained in my memory. Thanksgiving, Christmas, for Thanksgiving, we would go over there for Christmas. My 20 cousins and my aunts and uncles, for Christmas Eve, we would spend Christmas at my dad's mom's. But on Christmas Eve, we would go to my mom's parents and hang out with all the cousins and exchange gifts. And one of them had this knife. And I'm glad other people did, because some of these comments are great too. It's like, this person says, grew up in the 70s and 80s. The person who posted this goes, this thing lived in the drawer all year until Thanksgiving or Christmas rolled around. Then suddenly it was the most important tool in the house. If you heard that buzzing sound, you knew dinner was serious business, like a prison meal, like zzz. And then this person just goes, I received one as a wedding gift back in 1981, and it still works like a charm. And it looks just like this one. They don't make, I had an air fryer. I bought an air fryer 6 years ago, and it stopped in 2 years. I had a Keurig for 8 years, and it stopped working. They don't make when they say they don't make things like they used to, they mean like this. They mean like this carving knife. They mean like appliances from back then. They mean like blenders, ostracizers from back then. This person just goes, as a kid in the 70s, I hated these because they always scrambled the TV reception. That's the funny thing about, like there's a Van Halen song where someone's using a drill and it shows up on the thing. Electricity, I don't know if it messed up the reception or the electricity, but that's what it did. Like electric things back in the day would mess up the radio and the TV. It was either the errors or just messed up the radio. This is another one. This is another funny one. Chris 88 Cooper goes, exactly. My mom was a terror on holidays. Turkey, ham, pork roast. They all fell into line when she whipped this mighty kitchen sword out. Like, one person just goes, I can smell the ham waiting to be carved. This was used, this person, Old Bean 86 goes, this was used more than the percolator coffee pot. That was only used for company. Every family, I feel like, growing up in the 80s and early 90s, the mom always had something that was only for company, and it was rare that you had company. So it was like, hey, we got this thing, you can only use that for company, like that room with all the nice furniture or the plastic over it until company comes over. And it's like, when's company coming over? Hey, mom, we don't have company. Let's have some company over. Let's change it up, This is great. This one's a good one. This one is, whenever I hear a Milli Vanilli song, I don't sing it. I just move my lips They would have wanted it that way. It's like lip syncing. Now, first off, hilarious. Milli Vanilli, great songs, great bangers, ahead of their time. I remember they got canceled before. My cousin Adam. I think he either went to see them or he didn't. Adam, I'm going to send you this so you can comment in the comments. I remember, I think you had tickets to this, or he's older than me, or he was going to go see them in concert, and then they got canceled, and then they stopped. I can't remember that exactly, but he goes, Milli Vanilli, they lip synced their songs. They had other backing tracks. They sang, but then they had other people sweeten it, which is what they do now. Like, and that's kind of what they say is someone just goes, we're still making fun of these dudes for doing what 80 to 90% of rappers and pop stars are doing on stage every day now. They don't even try to hide it. The kids think it's okay. First off, 100%. The Super Bowl, half the time they lip sync. When they perform on late night shows, generally they lip sync. Ashley Simpson got in trouble for lip syncing years ago, but now people do it all the time. Rappers sing to tracks all of the time. Rappers sing to backup tracks all of the time. This person goes, blame it on the lips, like their song, Blame It on the Rain. That's a funny one. The 80s movie guy, really funny. But also, remember when TikTok launched? TikTok was all people lip syncing. People built careers, and I don't know if they built careers, but they got followers just by lip syncing. And Milli Vanilli, 30 years prior, got in trouble for it. This dude, DJ Ducky, just goes, I was on tour with them. I was the air drummer. That's great. Hey, if you watch this whole thing, then send me some funny memes. You know, DM me on Instagram, DM me on TikTok, comment or post them here on the YouTube at the Retro Breakdown, on all the channels, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, at the Retro Breakdown. My name is Razzle. Thanks for hanging out. You know what? I mean, I turned 44 in a week. I turned 44 this year. And I just want to wax nostalgic with other people my age. My brother and my cousin, my cousin's a week younger than me, and my brother is 2 years older than me. And we have a group thread, and every day, every couple days, we're talking about the past. We're waxing nostalgic about our generation growing up and sending each other memes or things from our childhood. And I thought it'd be fun to just kind of do that and see if there's any other Midwest millennials or Gen Xers out there on YouTube, out there on Instagram, out there on TikTok, and, form a little community here of funny and comedy and nostalgia. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Check out my other videos. I got other videos here on YouTube that are kind of like I said, they're 4 to 8 minute breakdowns of specific topics like old Pizza Huts or old McDonald's or phone books or, Ticketmaster. And I got some more coming out, and those are going to be coming out weekly as well. I think I'll probably do one of these meme things weekly, and those deep dives come out weekly as well. So I'm still trying to figure out this channel of sorts, but thank you. Thanks for watching.